Poor communication is possibly the most common reason for political discourse. Oftentimes we say things and people make assumptions and things get misinterpreted. And one of the primary reasons for this is that in conversation, we assume everyone is working off of the same definition. Now, in order to establish a definition for a topic of conversation, most people would turn to the dictionary. But it's important to remember that the purpose of the dictionary isn't to set the definition of words, it is to describe the usage of them. The criteria for adding a word to the dictionary is simply, is this word used a lot? Is it used by people in largely the same way? Is it likely to stick around? And is it useful for people to know what this means? This leads to nonsensical words being added to the dictionary, such as 6-7, which was named Word of the Year, or illogical definitions like the double negative irregardless meaning the same thing as regardless. This would be why the dictionary defines anti-Semitic as hostile to or prejudiced against Jewish people, but the definition of a Semite is a member of any of the people who speak or spoke a Semitic language, including in particular the Jews and Arabs. The dictionary defines anti-Semitic as hatred or hostility towards exclusively Jewish people, despite the fact that there are non-Jewish Semites, because this is the common or colloquial usage of the word. But that doesn't mean it's correct. And that's because of this man, Wilhelm Marr, a German journalist and politician who sought to rebrand his hatred of Jewish people in a racially scientific manner, which, by the way, is nonsense in itself, in order to make his bigotry more palatable. Anti-Semitism existed far before Wilhelm Marr, but it wasn't until he rebranded it that it meant exclusively towards Jewish people. And it should be to no surprise that his work inspired the Nazis, which brings a lot of added context to this dictionary definition. It's a lot like today how the far right rebranded the word woke. What once meant to be aware of social and racial injustice now just refers to anything progressive. Veggie burgers? That's woke! Point being that when we engage in political debate, it's important to first set an agreed upon definition. Don't consider the dictionary some infallible holy scripture, and listen to academics who also consider the history of words.